Hello, everyone.
Wait.
Have you ever wondered how quickly a tense situation on the street can escalate? Would an immediate reaction help de-escalate things? Or would it only make the situation worse? Join me as we look at some real-life examples to see just how unpredictable things can be.
Chibula. Ahí está el paso. Ahí está el paso.
He thought his rudeness would give him the upper hand, but in reality, everything was reset by tear gas in just a moment.
Try it.
Me vale
Stay
madre.
the away.
Me vale madre. De aquí no me voy a quitar. No me voy a quitar. Aquí me vino a tirar esto. Pendejo.
He thought he was setting the stage for pressure, but a few seconds later, life quickly returned that same energy. He carried his anger with him to threaten others, but ultimately stumbled over his own emotions. On the streets, no one awards a prize to the winner of an argument. Only a lesson for those who don't know when to stop. Parking in designated areas is not just a matter of law, but also a way to avoid embarrassing situations. He thought his aggressive attitude would give him the upper hand. But in the end, he ended up getting himself into trouble first. Anger turned the streets into a battleground. But in the end, no one won. Only calmness prevailed until the very end.
My God. Chibula.
He thought he could pick a fight with someone without paying the price, until a blast of pepper spray taught him a lesson faster than any words. When the police asked him to pull over for a check, he chose to yell instead of cooperating, and he learned his lesson faster than any explanation. An impulsive decision behind the wheel quickly turns into a tense chase, where every second of escape brings with it more unavoidable consequences.
Just hit another car pulling up in the driveway and going westbound on 42nd. He almost hit me with the car. Like that again. Yeah. Show me things.
If you enjoy watching these moments of instant karma striking back, subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss out on these lightning-fast retributions. Don't pick fights with others, because sometimes just one moment of impulsiveness can turn you into someone who will remember that lesson for the rest of your life. Never underestimate parking regulations, because reality always reacts at just the right time.
Dale para atrás. Dale para tú también, ¿qué es lo que? Güey, ven acá, grúa molesto, ven acá, güey, dale para atrás, por favor, ayúdame ahí. No, no, dale para atrás, dale para atrás. Vamos, ven. Que está guapo, apéalo. Ahí, apéalo ese, ven. Agarra el motor ahí, charlatán. Dale acá. Oh, oh. Súbelo, súbelo ahí, súbelo ahora. Ahí es que tú vas ahí. Dale, dale para atrás. No, grúa molesto para este también. Grúa, grúa. Grúa, levántalo, levántalo. 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 Levántalo.
Está cortado conmigo.
Never underestimate parking regulations, because reality always reacts at just the right time. Don't celebrate too soon, because sometimes just one misstep is enough to turn victory into a laughingstock. Respect is always far cheaper than facing the consequences afterward. The thief was as confident as if he were in an action movie until the gate to the house became the villain in his plan.
I am actually.
You-
In fact, yes, taking the
You're
truck.
taking my property.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about
A moment of
Take
greed,
my-
resulting in immediate discovery, proves that every wrongdoing has an immediate price.
Oh my God! You killed me! Yes!
You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
You guys want to kiss my ass?
Not all jokes are funny, especially when they cross the line of respect.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you an easy question, brother. Yo, I'm just asking you. Do you want to kiss my ass?
Back the fuck up, nigga.
I don't- Damn.
He thought he could beat the law, but in the end, he still couldn't outrun the siren behind him. When she thought raising her voice would help her win, Karma only needed a second to prove that pepper spray always speaks convincingly. A hasty decision on the road can cost you both a fine and a lesson learned.
Você não tem vergonha não? Olha pra mim! Acha bonito? Covarde! Você não tem vergonha não?
When you decide to challenge the police, don't be surprised if the response comes in the form of tear gas.
Olho! Ai, caralho!
Basta. Gente, ajuda ela.
Eu não tô vendo nada!
Água, alguém tem água? Covarde.
He thought he was getting attention, but ended up becoming a clear example of the price of misconduct.
They bring home, don't worry about it. Nigga, you better go figure out who the is not every time I phone
Aggression doesn't always guarantee victory. Sometimes the outcome comes quickly and very directly.
You're not gangster, bro. I'm gangster. Nigga, if I ever find you out here.
Respecting the law and being mindful while driving is the simplest way to avoid unnecessary situations. The streets don't penalize slow drivers. They just react very quickly to those who aren't paying attention. The guy in the red shirt intended to create laughter with a snow globe, but ended up turning himself into the special effects of the performance. Respecting pedestrian crossings is not only a law, but also a matter of courtesy. A few seconds of impatience can sometimes lead to a very unpleasant lesson. When you disregard traffic laws, the law often finds a way to deliver your bill right on time. The streets aren't a runway, and those cool speed boosting stunts often end up with a very real repair bill. Don't make fun of other people, because sometimes you're the one who suffers the full consequences. Wanting to stir up trouble to show off, the police quickly turned the display into a costly lesson. The plan was to leave quickly with a decent haul until Karma decided to join the scheme. Don't let greed lead you to compromise your honor and safety.
Insultando. No me estés insultando, pinche negro. No me estés insultando, culero. A huevo. Ódialo.
Respect is free, but discrimination comes at a very high price, sometimes costing an entire unpleasant trip.
Odio a los putos negros como tú culeros, güey, porque negros están bien, pero culeros los odio. Maldito.
When ego gets too big into an argument, Karma often steps in to remind us that respect is always the most important thing. Don't think teasing others is just for fun. Small actions can quickly come back to haunt you, and lessons often come unexpectedly.